Have you ever found yourself struggling to catch every word in an English conversation? Don't worry, you're not alone. Many learners face this challenge. But fear not, because today, we're going to unlock the secrets to make understanding English much easier. Imagine this. You're in a conversation and someone asks, "Are you going to go to the meeting tomorrow?" Instead of getting stuck on each word, we'll teach you to focus on the whole sentence. It's like putting together a puzzle. Once you see the whole picture, everything makes sense. So, get ready to break through those language barriers and start understanding English like a pro. Let's jump right in and explore our first technique. Number 1. Focus on the whole sentence. Understanding English can be tricky, especially when native speakers talk quickly. One great technique to help you is focusing on the whole sentence. This method helps you understand the overall meaning without getting stuck on each word. Let's dive into how this works. Why focus on the whole sentence? When you hear someone speak, it's easy to get confused by individual words. However, focusing on the whole sentence helps you understand the main idea. It's like watching a movie. Each scene makes sense when you see the whole story. Breaking down sentences. Imagine your friend asks, "Are you going to go to the meeting tomorrow?" This might seem like a lot at first. Let's break it down. 1. Are you going to go? This part is asking about your plans. Are you planning to do something? 2. To the meeting. This part tells us where. To a meeting. 3. Tomorrow. This part tells us when. Tomorrow. When you put it all together, your friend is asking if you will attend a meeting the next day. By looking at the whole sentence, you understand the question better. A common mistake many people make when learning English is translating word by word. When you hear a native English speaker, it can be tempting to try to translate each word individually. However, this approach often leads to confusion and misunderstandings. Why is translating word by word a mistake? Here are a few reasons. Words change sound in sentences. When words are spoken together in a sentence, they often change their sound. This can make them hard to recognize if you're only listening for individual words. For example, in the sentence, "I'm going to the store," the words "I'm going" sound different when spoken quickly. The sounds blend together, and it might not be easy to pick out each word. Context matters. Words can have different meanings depending on the context. When you translate word by word, you might miss the overall meaning of the sentence. For instance, the word run can mean to move quickly on foot, but in the sentence, "She runs a company," it means to manage or operate. Understanding the whole sentence helps you grasp the correct meaning. English is full of idioms and phrases. English has many idioms and phrases that don't make sense if you translate them word by word. For example, the phrase, "It's raining cats and dogs," means it's raining very heavily. If you translate each word separately, you might get a funny image but miss the actual meaning. By focusing on whole sentences, you can understand these idioms in their proper context. Better comprehension and fluency. Focusing on whole sentences improves your overall comprehension and fluency. When you listen for the main idea instead of individual words, you get a clearer picture of what is being said. This makes conversations easier to follow and respond to. It also helps you think in English rather than constantly translating in your head. The importance of context. Understanding the whole sentence also means understanding the context. Context is the situation or background in which a sentence is used. It helps you understand why something is said. Example, "It's raining cats and dogs." If you focus only on the words, this sentence might seem strange. But if you know the context, it's an idiom meaning it's raining heavily, it makes sense. Always consider the situation to better understand the sentences. Focusing on the whole sentence is a powerful technique to improve your English understanding. By looking at the complete thought, you can grasp the main idea more easily. Practice regularly, use different methods, and soon you'll notice a big improvement in your English skills. Second technique, chunking sentences. Now, let's explore our second technique for improving your understanding of native English speakers, chunking sentences. What is chunking? Chunking means breaking a sentence into smaller, more manageable parts. Imagine you have a big puzzle. It's hard to solve it all at once. But if you break it into smaller sections, it's much easier. The same idea works with sentences. Before continuing with this lesson, if you think this content is helping you, do not hesitate to subscribe to my channel. Now let's continue. Why is chunking important? When you hear a long sentence, it might seem confusing. But if you split it into chunks, you can understand each part step by step. This makes it easier to follow what someone is saying. Imagine someone says, "I am going to the store to buy some milk." This sentence may seem long and overwhelming at first. However, if we break it into chunks, it becomes much clearer. How to chunk sentences. Let's start with a simple sentence. I am going to the store to buy some milk. This sentence has a lot of information, but if we break it down, it's much simpler. 1. I am going. This part tells us about the action. Someone is going somewhere. 2. To the store. This part tells us the destination. Where are they going? To the store. 3. To buy. This part tells us the purpose. Why are they going? To buy something. 4. Some milk. This part tells us what they are buying. They are buying milk. Now let's put the chunks together. We know someone is going somewhere, to the store, for a reason, to buy something, and that something is milk. The sentence becomes much easier to understand. When you focus on these smaller chunks, you can understand the sentence step by step. It's like solving a puzzle. Each piece fits together to reveal the complete picture. Benefits of chunking sentences. Chunking has many benefits. Better understanding. It helps you understand the meaning of sentences more clearly. Improved listening skills. You can follow conversations better when you break sentences into parts. Increased confidence. Understanding sentences step by step makes you more confident in using English. By chunking sentences, you can focus on understanding smaller parts of the sentence, making the overall meaning clearer. Chunking sentences is a powerful technique to improve your understanding of English. By breaking down sentences into smaller parts, you can grasp their meaning more easily. Practice chunking regularly, and you'll find that understanding English becomes much simpler. Great job, everyone! We've covered 2 fantastic techniques today that will take your English comprehension to the next level. I encourage you to apply these techniques in your daily conversations and continue exploring new ways to enhance your English skills. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. It helps more people find this content. Also, feel free to leave a comment below. I love hearing your thoughts and questions. And if you know someone who could benefit from this, please share this video with them.